Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you saw in the video title, today we are doing a girl on the go moment. So just to prove to you all, I have to be at work at 1 o'clock. It is currently 12:27. So we're gonna move quickly. I'm gonna show you some of my quick throw it on, go out the door and still look decent products. All of these products are items that I'm trying to pan or fully use up this year for my project pan for 2020. And we're just gonna go ahead and dive in. So if you'd like to see a quick girl on the go moment, keep watching. So I already went in with my Maybelline Master Prime primer on my face here. This is supposed to blur and pore minimize. Now, personally, I honestly don't think that really works that well for me. Maybe it'd be better for dry complexions. I feel like every time I use it, it tends to just, I don't know, make my makeup wear off faster. I mean, it does blur, but you might be good for like 2-3 hours. Luckily, the rehearsal I'm going to right now is in fact only 3 or 4 hours. So it is okay if it wears off. That and many of these products are in my video that I did a few months ago that are full face of items, $10 and below. I will leave that linked in the description if you would like to see that. And not all of these products are products I don't like. That one in particular is one that's on my project pan just because I'm like, okay, I don't really like this, but I paid for it, so I need to use it up. The foundation I'm using is actually the Mary Kay Medium Coverage. There's so much light foundation. This one's okay. I really do like the coverage and I like the shade. I like the finish. I don't love the wear time. It doesn't really necessarily crack or settle into my fine lines. It just like evaporates and disappears, and then I have no coverage whatsoever, and it's just like my redness, my acne, whatever you want to call it, peeking through. But if you have really clear skin or you don't mind it wearing off, this would be good. This one I did pick up on sale for like $5 at a craft show, so I just kind of wanted to try it. I don't hate it, but it's definitely not my favorite foundation. I wouldn't repurchase it. So that's why I'm trying to use this one up. And I'm applying this, by the way, with my Morphe X Jeffree Star JS1 brush. I know sometimes I use brushes and sometimes I use sponges. Honestly, it kind of depends on my mood. I would say I feel that brushes are faster, but if I'm really trying to like enjoy makeup, take my time, make it look as smooth as possible, then I would go with the sponge. That's just me personally. I know some people use both. So do whatever you want, experiment. This does have really nice even coverage. It lays nicely initially, and I feel like the dry down is satin. It's not dewy, so I don't really feel the need to powder it too much. It does a lot of the work itself. So next we're going on to brows. So for brows, I'm using the City Color Bold Brow. I'm not actually going to show you this one because the reason I'm using this up is because it is cracked beyond repair. It's, I mean, like a total mess. I might be able to tilt it a little bit there, but I mean, I just have like pebbles that I'm trying to grind down and use. Kind of sad, but at the same time, I don't want to be wasteful. I actually do really like this product. It just got knocked off the counter one too many times by the cats, frankly. So it's okay too because that item is honestly no longer for sale. It's discontinued. They don't even make it. So it's okay that it's destroyed. There's other stuff that I like equally as good, if not better. So I'm not super mad about it, but I do need to use it. And if you get anything that's a little too smudgy looking, you can always go back in with that foundation brush and wipe away, or powder brush, or kind of cover up spots that got a little out of hand too quickly there. Next, I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow primer, and I am using the Avon eyeshadow primer. I think it creases. I don't really like it at all. I'm just using it up to use it. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I promise not all of these products are like that. If I had more time, I'd be going in with a concealer brush for this because I think it covers better, and I think part of the problem with this is it sticks to my finger more than my eyelid. It just kind of pills, but for the sake of time, we're just digging right in because, again, we have places to be, people to see, responsibilities that we've committed to, that we don't have time for all that. So sometimes your finger can get the job done. By the way, that Avon primer is in shade light beige if you do want to check that out. I've got 2 bronzers on my 2020 pan list. Actually, whoops, there we go. There goes the lid. The one I've used in my channel before, it's the LA Girl bronzer. And I almost have that one gone. I've already hit pan on it. I just need to finish it up. So for 2020, I decided to have 2 bronzers on that list since one was almost gone. The other one is a little Ipsy, so it's just a baby. It should be pretty easy to use up. Also, that LA Girl one is discontinued. So again, it's like, if it's discontinued, it's kind of old. I don't want to leave old expired makeup just laying around, so I need to use it. By the way, guys, sorry if I'm not really looking at you guys too much in this video, but like I said, we gotta go. It's 12:32. We got places to be, people to see, and this is my true, like, I'm just showing you what I do on the go. I don't use as many brushes. I don't use as many products. I'm just trying to get her done. This isn't even a bronzer brush. This is the Luxie 504 Large Angled Blush brush. And the bronzer I've been using that I haven't even told you the name of it yet, sorry about that, is the Paula Dorf Bronzer in shade Bora. I also have 2 blushes on my list. I've used the Ulta Beauty Paradise Found Blush before. I barely have any of that. I mean, maybe a few days in the corner left if possible to use up. So I'm going to use the other one on my channel today. I haven't talked about this before. This is from the Balm, and this is the Long Wearing. My camera told me that it had 30 minutes left. It did not. So sorry if any of that got cut off. It's the Paula Dorf Bronzer in Bora, the Luxie 504 Large Angled Blush. I've already talked about the Ulta Paradise Found Blush that is almost out. So today I'm using the Balm Springs Long Wearing Blush in full swing. And that also here has hit pan, so I don't have a lot to go left of that. Also, my project pan for this year is this little mini Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape Concealer in shade Fair Neutral, but I'm not doing concealer today. I usually just do that to like spot conceal if I have blemishes, or also if I want to like clean the brows or like do a cut crease or anything like that. Going in with that same Luxie brush for this blush. This is a really nice soft shade too that I think builds up really well. I like blushes like that more than the ones that are overly pigmented that you have to be like, and just barely try not to get too much, and you're just like scared to use it because you're like, oh my gosh, this could go from like healthy glow to clown really quickly. But this is my first year doing Project Pan. I'm just trying to wean down my collection a little bit, so it's not ridiculous, because I don't want to get to the point where it's like I have so much stuff that I never could use it. That just feels wasteful to me at this point in time. But I also wanted to make goals that were going to be successful, like things I could actually do. So that's why I picked a lot of items that I knew were already kind of like close to low and would be feasible. So next I'm going in with this little Ulta Beauty palette. This was a little freebie, and I am mostly gonna put this Pinup Girl shade. It's kind of like a gray shade. I've not hit pan on this one. It's the one I've used the least. So I'm going to try to use it all over my lid just as a nice wash of color. Swatching it, it kind of looks shimmery too, so I might be able to use it as a highlighter. I think I'm going to try that today. I don't know. I'm scared to use this as a highlighter because it is shimmery, but I almost wonder if it is just a tad too gray to pull off as highlighter. I'm scared. I better not do it today just because, like I said, I am going to rehearsal and work, and I don't want people to be like, wow, you smeared gray eyeshadow all over your cheeks. Cool, you look professional. It's the life I lead. So I'm just going to do this as a nice gray wash of color all over the lids for today. Maybe I'll experiment with it as a highlighter a different day. And I'm taking it pretty high because I have hooded eyelids, and when I open my eyes, I don't want it to be like completely gone. I am having to go in this shade a lot of times to build it up so it's actually visible. That's part of why I think I haven't used this shade very much, is because it's sheer. But I have hit pan in 1, 2, 3 of the 6 shades in this, so I think I will actually be able to use it up and stay true to that. By the way, this little thing that comes with it, this little eyeshadow applicator that like won't even come out, trash. Do not use this. This is my Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush. I like that. I use that almost every day. Much better application with that, in my opinion. So the next product we're going in with is the Beauty for Real Eyeline 24/7 eyeliner in Whiskey. I love this. This would be one, you guys, I know I said there would be some. I would repurchase this. The only reason I'm trying to use it up is because I have realized that for whatever reason, if I go long periods of time without using this, it's very dry on the tip and it becomes crumbly and breaks off. And I really like the color and I want to be able to use it. So I'm like, oh, I got to use it, like actually consistently use it so it doesn't dry out and be trash. So you can use it and get it, but you have to use it fast. So there is the eyeliner. It's a nice like metallic brown color. I like it. I think it is a nice fun little pop of color without being anything too like crazy or blingy for work. Next, we are going to go in with our setting spray. I have 2 on my list here. I've used the Set, Prep, and Refine. No, that's not what it's called. I've used the Prep, Set, and Refresh Cucumber one from Wet n Wild. I love this photo focus one. It's just laying around, little baby one, so I'm going to use it up. I also have this Too Faced Do You Fresh Lip Glow Setting Spray. Gotta shake it first. I love the watermelon scent of this. I would not repurchase it. 1, it was $15 and that was the sale price, so that's a lot. 2, it does clearly say do you, but to me, I thought, I don't know what I thought. I didn't think it was gonna be as luminous as it is, and I think it makes me kind of look oily. I already have oily skin, but if you're dry, you might really like this. But I love the scent and it's a really fine mist. The nice thing about that one too is it's like a very light, refreshing watermelon scent. It's not like a choking one. That was fake choking. I think I forgot to tell you guys too that my other foundation that I have on my list is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I love that one, but I also have used that one on film already, so I decided not to. I have 2 mascaras on my list. One is the Ulta Beauty Ultimate Lashes Multitasking Mascara. That's the one I'm using today. The other is the Tarte Maneater. I really like them both. They were just the ones that were like lowest or closest to being empty. So those were the 2 I put on my list to try to use up. If I had to choose between those 2 mascaras, I would honestly choose the Ulta one because I feel like it does all of the volume lengthening, you know, lifting things that I want it to do in one coat. Like, it covers my lashes nicely and looks still very natural, and I can go one and done. The Maneater one, it can get there with the volume. I don't think it lengthens as much, but I find that to sit and layer and layer and layer and layer and do like 3 to 4 coats before it gets to the point where I'm like, ooh, that looks good. So for the purposes of this video, a quick on the go girl moment, not good. It's 12:42, people. We have 8 minutes. Okay, so next we're going in with highlighter. This is the Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in 250. I really like this. It was also in that 10 and under. I just want to use it because, again, I cracked the darn thing. So there's little pebbles everywhere, and I just hate that. That's annoying, but I also don't want to waste the product. So I'm like, okay, I need to use this up just because it's like broken and pebbly and hard to use, and I just need to use it so I don't feel like I wasted it completely, but also I hate using it because it's broken, so we need to use it up. But I would recommend it. I would totally buy it again. They have a lot of shades. This one's more icy. They have some nice gold tone ones too that I really like and would recommend if you want something that is going to glow, do your skin justice, but also not break the bank. A couple other things I have on my list that I am not using today. I'm not using the Trust Fund lip gloss because I'm going in with a Tarteist glossy lip paint, and it's already kind of like a gloss, so that's not going to work. And I'm also not using my Huda lip liner because that's a nudie color, and I'm going in with this really red one. I can't even tell you the shade because I've had it so long the words are all worn off. I got this in Ipsy. I've even taken out the stopper because there's so little left. I really like the color of this, and it's nice and not sticky, but I would not buy that one again because it just wears off really quickly and you have to reapply. It's more of a gloss. It doesn't dry down. But that is, I think, all of our products. Okay guys, and this is the completed look. Yes, my hair is still a little damp from my towel. I just combed it through. I normally let it air dry. It'll be dry in the 10 minutes on the way to work. And then I spritz a little bit of this Physicians Formula Butter Paradise perfume on. I've been loving it. It's got the best coconut smell. It smells just like the bronzer. And that is our girl on the go look. The only other thing I usually do before I go is put lotion on my hands because they get really dry in the winter. So I hope you liked this girl on the go tutorial. Hopefully you can get a chance to try some of those products that I did like from my Project Pan products. I'll keep you updated as I use them up. Maybe I'll even get through more in 2020. I'm not sure. If you're new, hi, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button. I upload every Sunday, all kinds of awesome content. Would love to have you, would love to spread the word. And if there is any additional content that I'm not filming that you're interested in seeing, please comment down below. Let me know. What is your trick for your girl on the go moment? Is there something that you do that you're like, it's fast, it's easy, I'm out the door? What's your product? I'd love to know. Usually, like I said, this is like work for me in a normal day. I just do a little bit of glow, enough that I like look healthy and not like I rolled out of bed, but it's good. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next week.